What they do, y'all.
All right now.
How y'all doing?
Hi, everyone.
How y'all doing out there?
Hey,
Tribe of Aces and Jewels.
Where my jewels at?
They out there.
How y'all doing? Hi, Aces.
What's up?
Okay.
And so we're back with another one.
Yes.
We're back with another one.
Another one.
Yeah, we back with a juicy, spicy one today.
Yes.
Go ahead and tell them, T. I know you excited about this
Listen, y'all know me. I was like, you know what? This is grown folks. That's what DP wanted to start it off with, the shush. That's what he wanted to do, right? So I was like, you know what? T, I just gotta release this because I want to talk to my women for this conversation, and not for everybody, but I love y'all, right?
Right.
So, but the topic is okay, and I put girls who eats carrots. All right. DP was like, well, we gonna say shh. That's where the shush came in. All right. So I'm gonna tell y'all asses, originally it was girls who eat carrots. Okay.
No, T, we can't do that.
I know.
Okay, so go ahead and tell them.
We gonna do back to the shh. Eat a cucumber and save a life. That's what I took from it. I took from it, from my crazy mind, is a cucumber is, and save a life, meaning we didn't bring a life to this crazy world. That's how I took it. Oh. And what methods can we prevent these, And I was like, oh, a cucumber. And go ahead and consume what you need to consume. Are we on two different pages with this?
Okay.
I'm asking. That was a question.
No. We're on the same
page?
Yeah. It's still about the eating.
Okay.
It said eat a cucumber.
Yes.
And save a life. Right?
All right.
So basically save a life, meaning you don't have to worry about your man going out there in the world and shooting one up. You get what I'm saying? Like shooting it up. You get what I'm saying? He's more relaxed, calm, cool because of what? You ate that cucumber.
Oh, so... Yeah, I see what my mind is, right? I took it as saving a life, meaning I'm not bringing another life to this world. So I'm going to enjoy that cucumber and I'm going to save that life because I'm going to consume the
Okay.
That's what I'm on.
Okay,
So we can talk about both.
Okay.
All right now.
I mean, it's basically
it's the
same thing,
right? All right. So come back now.
All right. What they do. This your boy DP.
This your girl T.
And we're the Geminis Gemz, representing for the Geminis across the world, giving our own Miami perspective.
For sure. So
you can follow us on all podcast platforms at Geminis-Gems.
Also follow us on Instagram, Geminis_Gems, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Geminis Gems.
Hey, make sure you like, follow, you comment, and you subscribe. Yes. And make sure when you type it in, it's Geminis with the S, Gems with a Z. And what we do, T?
Drop them gems.
Drop them gems. So we back, y'all.
Yes.
Once we decided what the topic is.
It doesn't matter. It's still the same. So I'm ready.
So, so go ahead and start it off.
I need my women, I need my Jews to feel me on this topic. I need them to really take notes. I need them to tune in. I need them to be excited. But don't be uncomfortable. This is a place to be comfortable. Right. This is a place that you can look at T while I'm the one on the face of this and I'm talking about it. And you can just sit there and watch and tune in.
Right.
Holler back privately, but let's get straight into it, right?
Let's go.
So, number one, for Miss T to start off, okay, this is not a healthy practice, what I'm about to discuss.
Right.
All right.
It
So please add this to that. I had to say it.
Okay.
All right. So that's rule number one.
Okay.
I am not a doctor.
Okay.
Okay. So this is not a healthy practice. So let's move on. Okay. And I want to know why many women do not do the cucumber, like why they're not attached, they're not in sync to please their partner, if their partner enjoys it. Right. I'm only speaking to the people who is in this lane.
Yeah.
Every male doesn't want it, but I'm speaking on the ace who wants it and the jewel who either scared to give,
right,
or it's levels to it.
Right.
Okay.
It is.
It's levels to it. So basically, many women out there don't like the idea to get into the act of the cucumber act. All right. And the question later for us to answer that is, why is that? Okay. So I want you to have that thought. Okay. And why is that? Okay. And I'll answer that too nextly. But thirdly, so study shows that the semen also acts as a pain reliever. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I did not know that it acts as a pain reliever. All right,
keep telling them.
And the most of hello. So as is a pain reliever, right? It is a medically proven that semen has oxytocin and endorphin that acts as a pain killer.
Yes.
Okay. So if you feel like, you maybe got cramps or something, or you may got some aches or some type of pain in your body, listen, this is for grown folks conversation. Right. All right. I'm talking about somebody in a committed relationship. I'm not speaking for you to go ahead and do this and you hold around. No, I'm talking about in your healthy relationship with your partner. Right. I'm on that. Okay. Right. So as this semen, okay, studies show this is a painkiller. So why not? Why not allow your partner body help your body? Why you cannot please your partner by you also benefiting what that produces? All right? Think about it, Ace. Think about it, Jules. All right? So go ahead. Let me go to the next one before I go. Now, the texture of the semen. Some women don't like oysters. Right. So, and I had a lot of my female friends like, oh my goodness, tea, even since like 19 to 20, how you eat your oysters? Number one, tea is me. Okay. So, but it does have a texture. But we all know about pineapples. Guess what? As for women, y'all, we know it as, hey, whatever you consume, whatever fluids, that's how the smell and the taste, all of that comes from what you put in your body. So if you're not happy what the smell or the taste is like, change your habit of your eating habit, change your diet. So don't stray away from it like, oh my goodness, it's just like the end of the world. No, but when it comes to the taste, feed them throughout their day, throughout them weeks, whatever, you gotta hype yourself up, because what goes in must go out. It goes as far as the semen. So don't be scared of the texture. If you feel like you're scared of the texture, try the oysters first. Okay, and trust and believe, it's almost, not to say 100% identical, but if you could get past through the oysters and any type of sushi to get in your mouth, when you get that semen, guess what? You'll be fine. Okay, Drew, you'll be okay. All right, so let me keep going. Now, the next one, it helps to increase relationship satisfaction. Right. And you want to know how? This benefit of the cucumber is well known to those who are already doing it. Okay, so recent scientific research shows that indulging in the practice of that cucumber can increase the level of satisfaction and intimacy between both partners. So if you're married, in this beautiful, healthy relationship that we did on season 1 for a whole year, why not do it? Right. Why not? So that's the question later. Okay. And nextly, women giving more than they receive in the 2016 study that they did in Canada. Okay, so approximately 900 heterosexual college-going students were surveyed about their sexual encounters for that. And it comes to find out that 2/3 of those participants were indulged in that cucumber act. So at the end of the day, sadly, it seems that we'll do it in our younger stages when it don't count if you're not in a healthy, committed relationship or a marriage. But then when you come older, it's like the jewels look like it, like, ugh. You get disgusted. And I'm gonna change that. But I just want to go ahead and add those facts before we move on. But what you have to say, DP? That's just to start it off right now. Go ahead. So that's what I took from that. Hello. I'm encouraging my jewels to get down to the nitty gritty when it comes to this cucumber. Go ahead.
So, T.
It works.
It does.
Look, it makes you look young. Hello.
It does.
Hello. Go ahead. What you got to say, DP?
So what do I have to say on the matter?
Come on.
Because I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
I love
This grown folks.
Right. I love to be satisfied.
Hello.
By my
Hello.
female.
Facts.
And so I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
There's 3 levels.
Oh, I gotta write this down.
Okay.
Go ahead.
There's the head demon. Right. That's the one that's sloppy with it. You get what I'm saying? She get nasty and dirty. You know what I'm saying? Hands be disgusted. You feel me? She gotta wipe them off. You feel me?
Okay.
That's the one that goes in. She doesn't think about it. She already understands that this is her stress reliever.
Right.
This what gives her control. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
Okay, and then the number 2 is, I call it the tense caterer.
The tense caterer.
Right? So she will do it. She doesn't mind doing it, but she's timid. You get what I'm saying? So she's tense with giving it because she doesn't want to be, because this is the one that's always in her head. Okay. Right? Okay. And this is the one that, oh man, I want to just satisfy him. I just want to satisfy him. But she doesn't want to go all in because she wants to be perfect. She wants to be number one. So she's always in her head while she's doing it. And you can tell because she'll bite it. By mistake. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Leave the scrape marks.
Yeah.
Just, not being careless, but just being too careful. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Right. And then I call this the third one is the pigeon pecker.
Pigeon pecker?
Yes.
All right, pigeon pecker. Never heard this in my life. Please introduce me to pigeon pecker. Coming to the stage.
Right.
Go
so
ahead.
The pigeon pecker is the one that just like how you said, ewy. I don't want to do it.
She said,
ewy. I don't want to do it.
No, that's disgusting.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
But
shame on you.
Since you got to pay the bill.
Yeah, I got to do it.
Right.
That,
so this is the one that kind of just pets at it. You get what I'm saying? So
you can't do that.
Right. She won't enjoy it at all. Right. So I believe this is the one. This is the one that will not do her part in it. Okay. Okay. So this is the. I said the last one is the pigeon pecker, right?
Pigeon pecker.
Right. So the pigeon pecker is the one that kind of just plucks at it. You get what I'm saying? Like a pigeon when they're eating, just up and down, no circular motion, no enthusiasm, no excitement about doing it at all. Looking at it as an ewy type of sex, oral sex, looking at it just ewy. And the one that just will be so busy so she won't be able to do it. You get what I'm saying? So that can take away from the excitement in the bedroom, where the guy will feel like, you know what, let me just get mines and let me just buck. And I think sometimes we can be so focused on how the guy just get his and then just bucks, but don't realize that because you not excited, you get what I'm saying? You're not enthusiastic, or you're not the initiator. The guy just feels like, you know what? Since she's not so into it, let me just go my way. Let me get mine and leave. You get what I'm saying? So that can be something. You spoke on the health.
Hello.
The health.
Hello.
Benefit.
Hello.
Right? So I got a couple of things that helps you all women to understand that this is a great thing. Understand this. When I was young, right? I remember I met this girl and she wouldn't do it at all. Okay. Because she thought she could get pregnant. Okay. Right. So she had to go and educate herself. Right. And once she found out she could not get pregnant by it was over with. Because in her mind, she already wanted to experience it, but because she thought she wasn't taught correctly, or she was just misinformed. That's what I would say. She was just misinformed. She believed she could get pregnant, and she found out she was not able to. So she went ham. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I couldn't breathe without like almost every day, because she wanted to experience that too. Right. So okay, so the health benefit from it, right? It's a mood altering chemical, right? So it would change your mood. So some people, they can be sad and then they can be happy. Then you can be happy and then you could become excited. Right. I put drinking cum. I didn't put the semen thing, but drinking comes help you feel happier, and it's a health benefit. It elevates your mood, increase affection, induce sleep. It's a vitamin, antidepressant, relieve stress, reduce depression. Right. The semen contains zinc, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and it's great as a immune builder. So it builds your immune system,
like that zinc,
right? As well as it enhances longevity. It enhances brain activity. It's great for the hair and skin, and it's filled with protein. So that's what I have with that.
Okay.
And also too, women respond. And I'll talk about this later. Okay. Go ahead and just give me because you did the health tip.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to give my 3 levels of hair monsters.
Yeah. So just to piggyback, because of the health tip, right? Like what we're saying. Okay. Again, please get tested. Like on a serious health note before, because you can still get any,
STDs and stuff like
or
that,
STI, right? Whatever. But real note for, you never know who's watching, but please get tested. Okay. That's number 1. And then secondly, if you still want to protect yourself, there are condoms. There are other products out there that way you can protect that layer of that skin, or you can have something to protect in your mouth too. All right. So do your research. Again, we're not health providers, but what we're speaking, make sure you guys are doing this the right way to prevent spreading any kind of STDs or STIs. All right. So coming back to it. So with that being said, right, I put Niecy Nash, and I probably said this before, but Niecy Nash had a book years ago before she got married to her wife, and I used to follow her years ago. And in her book, she said basically before it was one of her marriages, right, that she basically set her alarm clock at least 15, maybe 20 minutes early. Don't quote me on the time, but basically she would set her alarm clock before her husband, her previous husband, his alarm clock, just to give him that pleasure. So when he wake up, he get dressed and go out the door, she know he ain't got no complaints. Okay. And I actually was trying to stick to that at that time. And then when she got married to her wife, I was like, oh, okay, cool. But just to be honest, back to grown folks, I feel that it should be a practice. Like you should want to please your partner before he before he leaves the house. So that way he's only really thinking about you. And we always say that word every day. I'm not going to sit here and say, Aces to go ahead, Jules to go ahead and do it every single day. But if you can, do it every day. If you can set your alarm clock 10 and 15 minutes early before his, and make sure he's good, you go cook him his food before he go, whatever the schedule is, I feel like just do it. And the question is, why not? Why not?
That's
and I didn't know it was these different levels of head demons and the tent cater, and then you got the pigeon, the pecker. Like, it is levels to it, but I feel that whatever your partner wants and their desires and his needs, I feel that as a woman, it's our job to make sure we just accomplish that. Because if we don't do it, Jules, if you don't do it, somebody else will.
And that's facts. You're speaking facts. So speaking on like the different times, and I will give you my experiences as well as I know other guys' experiences. You get what I'm saying? Okay. So I'm going to say this. Some women, they do it every day. You get what I'm saying? Like, I met one girl and we were talking and she was like, oh, you sad? You deserve head. Oh, you're happy? You deserve head. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're depressed? You deserve head. Like the movie came on, you deserve
You get a blowjob. You get a blowjob. You get a blowjob. Like, God dang it. Go ahead. Where she at? Go ahead.
And at first, I could not even fathom what she was saying.
This conversation making me hot, DP. This grown folks over here. Go ahead.
And then you have the ones that they don't want to do it.
You have some conservative ones.
Well,
and
right. So I'm going from the far extreme to the least extreme. Like
okay.
I mean, not even minimum. They can't even do it once.
Not once a year. Not on a birthday.
At least a week.
At least on a birthday.
You get what I'm saying? Like they're really not after it. But right. So the thing is, I always believe in expressing to my, significant one, hey, listen, I want you to give me head. You get what I'm saying? Because I love it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you tell me what you love, and let me see if I can compromise to it, and then I'm going to tell you what I love.
Gotcha.
And what I like.
All right.
And that's what it is.
Okay.
And then based upon it, I will move a certain way. So say if I met the pigeon pecker, right? And I met her, I see what she does. I know how to, what I would say in our conversations, I would try to get her to do more. You get what I'm saying?
Are you going to force it?
No, I would get her. So I just set her a direction. And if she isn't, capable or able to move that way, then, you know what I'm saying, it may be the end of our relationship.
I was just going to ask that. Would it be the deal breaker?
Right. And it may be. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Not all the time, but it may be. Because maybe they're not as well-rounded in that area, but they got other things under control too.
So what if that's just a part of someone's expectations, that is mandatory? Like, that is a requirement?
Well, I would say it depends on that demand, right? If you're geared up to do it, do it. Do it. And try to learn the best way of doing it. You get what I'm saying? And then I understand this too, because every guy isn't the same. Because I met women that said, well, I know I give awesome, you know what I'm saying, head. And then I look at them and I be like, no, you don't. Okay. You get what I'm saying? And from the experience, it's like, really, no, you don't. I can teach you a point or two. You get what I'm saying? Because I have gotten tip top, toppity top, and then I have some pigeon packers.
It's levels to it.
It is.
Like you said, it's levels to it. Even vice versa on the woman to receive.
You just took the words out of my mouth.
It's levels to it.
Right. I may not be the best.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But if you teach me how to be the best, right, I will actually try my best to do it.
And at the end of the day, growth is optional.
Exactly.
Always.
Right.
Always optional.
So go ahead. Before you go ahead, so I was thinking as well, in some of my experiences, they didn't love it at first, but then they loved it later. Because again, I make them go do research. You say drink and come you don't want to do. I want that. So you're going to do it, just saying that, right?
Yeah,
just saying that because some girls, they demanding, right?
Right.
But then we're going to get on the next phase why I do what I do. But so I make them do their research, right? Hey, listen, look it up. If you're serious about our relationship or you say you like me like you do, look it up. And if you look it up and you see what this is, you get what I'm saying? What I'm saying matches up to what it is, then most women, their minds begin to open up.
It's the texture, I think, from my opinion, to where most females to where they just don't like the texture. So I feel that if they can't,
that's of the skin.
No. I'm speaking of the semen. Okay. Because the skin, I don't know why one eyeball is scaring you. Does it make sense to me? And then especially you could talk to something that, you could look at something and don't talk back. We best friends. Okay. If you can't talk,
but it spit back.
What? It can spit back. Okay. But you ain't saying nothing. I can talk with you and I can do all the talking. I can do all the action. You know, we got.
Right.
Hello, drop gems for me, for myself on that one. Okay. Facts. All right, Jules. But like seriously, so I think that it goes back to the texture when I said about most women that I know, they still to this day, they don't like to eat the oysters.
Okay.
And it's like, if you cannot get past of eating the oysters, I know for a fact 9 out of 10, you ain't doing what you need to do down there.
So this one girl, she had told me what she started to do was have a whole bunch of spit in her mouth to get her used to when a guy would bust. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that would actually open her up to actually drinking. You get what I'm saying? So to me, it depends, because then, like I say, I experiment, right? So I would say, what's your favorite fruit? You get what I'm saying? And then you can buy these flavors when we go to the set store.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like I think me and my dogs used to talk about like the peppermints, like girls using peppermints.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Girls using things that actually taste good, like the
anything
fruit
to
roll-ups.
enhance. Yes.
Like the fruit roll-ups. Try with the fruit roll-ups.
Yes.
This one girl, she was in love with the whipped cream. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So everything was
Everything.
too much of a delight because of the whipped cream.
Gotcha.
So you have to open up your palate in order for you to indulge into that action.
Right.
And I think that's how you spice up the bedroom.
Always. So I have a question.
Yep.
So is there a such thing as too long? Can she be down there too long? An hour, 2 hours?
So,
is it too long?
So there's listen. I met hours, and I met like probably 15 minutes tops.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But it depends on if they love it.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So the ones that I had that would go for hours, they had a mission to accomplish. Like they used to hang around with other girls, and their girls will always tell them, you don't stop until he finished. You get what I'm saying? So for me, it would be because of the motion. Right? And for other guys, I wouldn't know. But for me, I know it would be far as the motion. If you become creative, then you'll probably just get 15 minutes. But then some girls, they want to see you see a guy bust like 2 times. Because they all in their head. That's why I call them head demons. You get what I'm saying? They like, no, come here. And this is a phase I want to talk about, but I'm gonna talk about it a little bit later after you ask probably like 2 more questions.
Okay.
All right. So, but because I don't want to go dive in too deep.
Hey.
But to answer your question, it's never too long.
Never too long.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I want your jaws to hurt. You get what I'm saying? I want you to be like,
when you wake up in the morning, you still feel that like, girl, what the heck did I do?
And what tends to happen is like I tell them, chew gum to help out your jaw muscles. You get what I'm saying? So if you put this in your mouth, hey, chew on that, and then then it helps out. Like I say, I do my due diligence because I know what I love and I like.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying? So,
of course.
Go ahead.
So now,
what you think about that?
Of course, that's what I'm adding. So, because I had my little section of the tease tips, and I'm trying to see, do I want to fill it in now? Or with the tease tips?
T-tip at the end.
At the end?
At the end.
All right. So
you got to have to find a word.
So I'll do the tease tip to add basically on how long and what tips to survive to keep going if you want to last over 15, 20, 30 minutes to an hour. So I'll leave that for the tips.
Okay.
All right. So I'll come back to that one. Now, the question is, do you have to, every time? Like, is that mandatory? Or, do you feel that it just do what you do and just keep it moving? Like, is it, I guess every male is probably just different.
Yeah, every male is different.
Every male is different.
I will say that for a fact.
That's my own answer for me.
But a personal answer, no, I don't. Because sometimes, it be stress. People, like, the women be stressed.
Yeah.
And they need a stress reliever. Or I always say, if you're bored, I got something for you to do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And then it doesn't mean I have to bust. Like, we could stop. We can go and do whatever, this, that, and the third. And also, too, you got little quickies.
Yeah.
And some people do some fun stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
hello.
You get what I'm saying? So
those products.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun. Keep going.
Okay.
I'm leaving all that for the tease tips.
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
So sometimes it's not cause for you to actually bust or whatever. And sometimes girls get off. Like one time I had this girl, she actually came off of it. So once she came, we had to move on, and that's what happened.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Because again, it just depends on the woman.
Gotcha. All right. So consuming, is that mandatory? Consuming of the semen, is that mandatory?
No, it depends.
It depends.
You don't have to swallow. You can put it on your face, like I say,
Anywhere.
or it can go in the hair by mistake, and then you find out, hey,
you remember that movie? What was it with Carmen Diaz?
I know you talking about. Yeah,
I think he ejaculated,
bust, and then he ended up.
It looked like it was some jail.
Yeah, boy, that was he had to bust one before going on a date.
Yes, like when? What is that in your hair? What? That was the most fucking shit.
I remember that.
You
movie.
remember that?
Yes.
Hello. All right. So can I go? You still got something before I go to the tease tips?
No, go ahead.
All right.
Hold on. You going to the tease tip now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So we about to end?
No. That's not the ending.
Oh, what else you have?
So the tease tips. I want to talk about the tease tips.
No, we not talking about the tease
okay,
tips yet.
I go last.
I said you got to go last on that one.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So
edit that part out.
No, it's fine.
Go
This
ahead.
all part of
This all part of our little goofiness.
Right.
Hey, y'all can see that we are excited.
Right.
Hello.
Well,
go
I love
ahead.
this. Okay, so
okay.
There's 3 respondents why women give head. So there's a respondent that you are looking for, right? It's the psychological, the physical, and the emotional, right? The psychological is control. I want to speak on this one. Y'all women don't understand that y'all have control when you all are doing what y'all do.
I understand.
I met a girl.
Hello.
And she was like, the reason why she loved doing it was because she knew she had control. You get what I'm saying?
Hello.
Stay right here.
Y'all better pay attention.
Don't move. I want you right here.
Have her
You
screaming
know
like
what
a
I'm
little
bitch. I'm just dropping you. I don't scream. I don't do none of that.
I bet you them toes go curl though. I bet you. Go ahead.
I can handle my own. Trust me.
Go ahead.
I can handle my own.
Go ahead.
But
I am hot.
well,
grown folks,
right?
Grown folks, honey. This grown folks conversation. Go
so
ahead.
Physical. And I was reading these pointers, right? So physically, it's a stimulant, right? So the physical stimulant that it grows in the girl's mouth. Some girls say, well, I want to feel you grow in my mouth. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the physical feeling of what you feel in your mouth, drinking of the semen, fulfilling of the mouth. So girls like the fact that you have their mouth open and the fact that they know you're finna come. They get excited by that. The look, so I just leave it right there before I go to the next phase, which is the emotional.
Emotional.
Right. So after the physical, I would say it's the emotional, and that's the different responses that you get. Like when a guy moans, that it does something to the female. You get what I'm saying? And I say emotionally when he screams and he be yelling and the toes be curling and he's smiling and he grabs your head and force it down.
Because it makes us feel that, I'm going to speak for me, makes it feel that I'm doing something great.
Exactly.
Especially if I probably effed up throughout the day or something last week, whatever.
Right.
I feel like I'm doing something magnificent.
You are. You are.
I know I am.
Right? You are, right?
Yes.
So in that,
Hello.
that's an emotional stimulant. And I think that girls would think, if I did something wrong, let me make it up to you.
Yes,
and this is one of the ways. Yes. And what I had to learn, because I had to learn this over the course of years. Some girls just want to do it because they are infatuated with you. You know, and sometimes even when I was like, no, I'm okay. It was like they will like crumble. You get what I'm saying? Because they get excited the fact that they can please. You know, some women are pleasers and they love to do it, and it's hard for, like they can't even go straight until it gets done. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So
it's levels to it.
I believe it is.
It's all levels to whatever topic we talk about.
And for the ones that are timid, the ones that runs away from it, the ones that, oh man, it's not that important.
It is.
You don't understand what I always said. We have what we need from each other, right? I can get something from you, and you can get something from me, and it helps us. Like I say, this thing is it enhances longevity in your life. It has nutrients that comes out of the man. But the one thing I do suggest for men that smoke and drink, you need to learn balance.
Yeah, you have to.
Because you cannot
Women
be
too.
sitting up there and just be drinking and smoking and popping
Expect her to
and take all of that, because whatever you put in your body is literally coming out.
Thank you.
So I do agree with that.
Yes.
So I remember, I used to experiment. One day I knew, you know, my hair muscle was going to get me out to work.
Okay.
So I was like, man, I want to do something a little bit different.
Okay.
So what I did was I went to Winn-Dixie because it was by my job.
Okay.
And I bought this big thing of pineapple juice, the original pineapple juice. The one
Dole?
yes. I bought that. And I bought something else that had pineapples in it. And what I did was I drank that the whole day. And then I drank some water. And I said, I got to at least pee.
Okay.
Because I learned that if you not peeing it out, she won't be able to taste it. I used to experiment.
Y'all heard that.
So what
All
I would
right
do
now.
is I was eating it. I was drinking the pineapple juice. And then I think I had got a thing of pineapples from Winn-Dixie. So, and I said, I'm not going to tell her what I do. I'm going to see what she says.
Okay.
So, boom, I broke that down, bust that down like that.
Yeah.
And then I went to go see her, whatever, and things went down. Once she finished, she was like, yo, you taste so good. You feel me? She's like, can I do some more? I'm like, yo, like,
Hello.
you just took an hour.
Hello.
You get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
She was like, I want some more.
Yeah.
So what I did was I learned from there that it is what you put in your body. Like, you can drink, you can smoke, you can do all that stuff, but make sure you're doing something healthy, like eating more greens.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Eating vegetables. You get what I'm saying? Like, just eating more fruits. And you don't understand, like, this what you put in your body, and after she's finished, it helps her out.
And everybody burning calories.
You're right, because your heart is racing,
What?
right?
Hello.
And then her heart is going at it. And then
Yes.
all of this for women, I have heard them say, yo, you release all this that was right here. Like, it helps out with their little hand muscles, the
It's
hand
a
muscles and the
killer.
Yes, it is.
It helps everywhere.
I
in
don't
the
know
body.
if women know. But
That's why we're talking about it.
I don't know if women know, but
Yes.
I always say it helps out the whole body.
Yes, that's
You
what I'm
get what I'm
saying.
saying?
The whole body.
Right. It gives women balance.
Yes.
As well as strength.
Right.
As well as protein.
Help
so it's a
me.
whole beneficial package.
Help me help you.
I'm going to drop a couple of gems.
Hello. On
for
that
myself.
one.
On that one.
All of it.
Gotta drop a
God dang it. On this whole topic. Grown folks.
All right. T,
Okay.
You gotta
listen, so I ain't ready for tea yet. Tea tips. So I wrote down just a few before we can move on, right?
Okay.
So it's sad that a lot of people won't be happy about this because, one, you have to have that connection and that relationship. You
Yep.
understand? So for whatever reason to where it disconnected, I
Okay.
really will encourage for the ones who are disconnected, whatever the hurt, whatever the mistakes, whatever fidelity, if it was involved, if you're not going to move forward with each other, my opinion, not to tell somebody to break up or whatever, but why stay and both parties be miserable if both parties not able to forgive each other for whatever the reason is and actually grow and get the connection, because time is being wasted. Okay, so that's just one. But for the ones who are connected, for the ones who, for the the jewel who excited about it.
I want to talk to them.
Go ahead.
You give it. No, I'm
talk
saying
to which one?
To the excited ones.
To the excited ones.
Right, the ones that want to know. The ones that's
yeah.
over there just know.
Yes,
like,
yes. Like, teach me more. Like, what else more can it be? It's a lot.
Because of the other ones, man, listen, they are party poopers.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
They'll down it. They don't want to hear about it. They probably already stopped watching it the first 5-10 minutes.
Right.
Like, you know what? This ain't. But like you said, let's go to the one who probably rock with your sister. All right? Put on that seatbelt and haul ass. Because listen, I ain't there for 2 hours yet. I ain't mastered that. I ain't going to sit here sugarcoat it. Got to fake it 2 hours plus. Hell no, I ain't there yet.
Nah, I don't know if people out here doing 2 hours. Okay. I heard a 1 hour.
Listen,
and I experienced the 1 hour.
I thought I heard you say 2 hours plus. I was like, hell no.
What I meant by that is if I did say 2 hours, I didn't mean 2 hours. Okay. I'm just talking about an hour.
All right.
What I was saying was because of the way I taste, it was the fact that she wanted to go another round.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Which would have took me even longer.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I got you. All right. I am excited for the tease tips.
Okay. But before you go there, because you did say something.
Go ahead.
I want to say this.
Go ahead.
Stay in your lane, people.
Yeah.
And know where you are with this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And I'm talking overall.
Overall.
Understand that, okay, yes, there are top tiers, there are middle tiers, and there are low tiers. But you always can get to the... So one thing I would suggest is practice.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to go from where
partner,
you are...
Yes, practice. Talk about it.
Let me take a little bit back.
Okay.
Try it.
Yeah.
Set your mind up to try it first.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I told my sister, you find that one guy that you really, really like, and based upon his character, go in with him. Not saying that y'all won't break up or y'all won't, end up just being friends, longtime friends. It may happen, but try it. You get what I'm saying? But find that person that you can be with for a long period of time and just do it with that one person. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
I was watching the documentary because I thought I was reading it, but no, I watched the documentary and the girl said she wanted to be so good at it, she ended up finding like a friend of hers, and she just practiced on him for like 16 hours. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know how the world she equated 16 hours, but that's what she said, right? So I don't know, but I know she said, actually during the interview, the 16 hours, what she would do was, I'm assuming in a week, right?
Okay, because I'm over here stuck, so
like,
go ahead.
Like a whole-time job. But she said 16 hours, so I was assuming in a week. But what she said was, she would tell him to drive like into like the woods or whatever and just lay back and let me practice. You get what I'm saying? And that's what he let her do. And that's how she ended up becoming good at it because of that. And I always said to myself, well, why not have women that just want to practice? You got men out here. You're stressed out. Practice on relieving your stress. See it as not, I just gotta please him. But what about you pleasing yourself? If you self-love yourself and you know you're stressed out, you know you need some protein. You get what I'm saying? You know that you need certain things that you're not eating till you gotta eat it, and then you got it. You get what I'm saying? Listen,
I'm here.
I go far-fetched with this.
I'm listening.
But you get what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me talk to the aces. The jewels.
Yeah, go ahead.
I keep saying the word ace because I'm thinking about my ace. Okay, right. So let me go back to talking to my jewels. Okay. All right. So, let me talk to the single jewels. Because I keep telling myself, and I thought about this this phrase, and I'm going to actually, probably we could use this. I call it rewind and fast forward.
Okay.
Rewind right now for me is a rewind of my single life. And when I was single back then, I was younger. All right. So I'm not encouraging you to go out and just go ahead and do your cucumbers for just some randoms.
I agree.
Okay. So let me speak that to the Jews who are listening. We're not speaking. Well, we ain't speaking on that. All right. Especially if you have found at least that one person.
I agree.
Okay, that we speak. They could be your partner, not your partner, but not to go here. Hum. Hell no, I ain't
think
on
that's
that.
healthy.
That's not healthy. All right, so that's one. Number two, listen, Jews. Okay, don't give out all the tricks in the bag. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, so it's okay to show them what you can do. But you got to let that gradually improve as time keep going, because you got to keep something in your bag. Okay, so that's number two. And number three, the positions. I remember when you said the girl keep wanting experimenting, and you have to understand the position also has something to do with it, because it could be the angle of the penis, you know. But if he got a curve, he curve, and if you actually walking up the opposite way, if you pull it back and now you got more, head game on top of it, oh my goodness, I wish I can do a whole demonstration. I can't do this.
Well,
on
you
YouTube.
should, but I'm not going to be on it.
You ain't going to be on it, yeah. So I'll leave a demonstration, but just the moral of it, the position also has something to do, because however the position of the penis, and you put it, ladies, in your mouth, and the way how big all of it plays a big difference, especially the ones who might be gagging. It's things in we gotta talk about this
and sit up there.
I can't wait till we do
and open that throat.
Hello.
But you're right about that, because it depends on the position.
Yes, it does.
So that's why the bed is a help.
Yeah. Standing up on your knees, four legs,
the table
on
is
your
the
back,
help.
titty, all that titty, all it's all
roll
hello,
upside down,
the testicles, the balls too, the whole package like that. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay, we go to T's tip, please.
Go ahead.
All right. So T's tip. All right. So when to do it for your man. Okay, Jules, listen, I really will encourage you all. And I'm talking to a woman, to other women. All right. Don't do it once a year. Don't do it once a month. All right. Try to do it as much as you can. I don't want to hear no excuses. I got this going on. I have all this going on. What I'm learning in my personal life, I need a plan. I need a plan for every single thing that I have going on, because my anxiety would kick in, my mind would go effing crazy. But in order for you to enjoy it, in order for you to actually do what you need to do, have a plan, but don't do it just once a year. All right. And I just want to add that as one of my tips. Now, when it comes to his birthdays, I put down every morning if available, of course, anniversaries. And my biggest thing is when you need to reward him. All right. If this man is busting his behind off every single day and he's not complaining, he's doing it with a smile, guess what? I feel that it's a way of you to reward your partner. Just do it. Okay. If you got to be one of the levels of the pigeon pecker. If you a PP, I'm gonna call you a PP. If you a PP, let me talk to the PPs, okay? Guess what? Do it with a smile. Don't be just, why? Look, girl, it's a in the stick.
Pigeon peckers are the most miserablest girls.
And he don't talk back. And just imagine if your dude really talking, if you want to shut him up, say lay down and just hush and just do it. All right? That's one. Secondly, alcohol beverage. This is one of T's tips, okay? Get an alcohol of your choice. If you want a room temperature, great. My choice is with the ice cube. They have these big, thick cubes, Like, you know, you go to the bougie restaurants, you'd be like, oh my gosh, how they get, listen, so get that nice ice cube. Go ahead and get your liquor beverage. You want it in your hand, on a nightstand, get it anywhere that's reachable. Add those props because you have to be spontaneous, especially for the ones who are PPs, the ones who are tense, cater, like, I'm trying to get y'all to the level of the head demon. Okay? That's the toppest of the line. So when you add those props, okay, and again, talking to my jewels, add those props. DP mentioned the whipped cream. Y'all saw the girls trip when what's her name had the grapefruit, the grapefruit method. Guess what? The grapefruit method still works. Yeah. You know, arch it in the middle, slice it in half, arch it in the middle for his size. It's not too big, it's not too tight, it's not too loose. So that way you can have flavor. Because I think again, going back to most women just don't like that it could just be bland. So if you feel like I need some type of taste in my mouth, add it in your mouth. Go ahead.
Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Because I heard some freaks.
Okay.
And I heard of some they don't care.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. So some freaks, they like when they man sweat.
Negative. Go ahead.
I know.
Okay.
But some girls out here,
I guess I'm too pressing. Go
right.
ahead.
You probably are.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't know. But what I'm saying is, some women like when they man, and I am not talking about like he go play basketball, football, and stuff like that. Come home. He probably ran some errands.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And came home. You get what I'm saying? So she wants a little salt, and she'll ask for it. Like I want, I want it a little salty. You feel me? So it can give her some taste, which gives her excitement.
It gives her excitement. Hey, whatever floats your boat.
So I would suggest for the guys to give the girls taste.
Yes.
Walk around the house a little bit. Like after taking a bath and she be on that. And it depends on the type of girl too. So you gotta know your girl.
Right.
So if she like taste, what you could do is, you get what I'm saying, like after finish taking a bath, cleaning yourself and stuff like that, just walk around the house, or do a couple of push-ups or something like that. Sweat just a tad bit. Because you can sweat up here and don't sweat too much down here. Okay. It depends on the man. You get what I'm saying? But he's hard pumping, so eventually you moving around and then get in the bed and let her handle her business. Okay. Yeah.
Now going to the gagging. Okay. Because some women might feel, because when you doing the oral sex that we're talking about, people, not all, but you never know, a woman probably feel less confidence on how to deliver. So when you insecure about something, you're setting yourself up for failure to not do a great job. So get your thoughts out of your mind. But for the ones who might feel like, oh my God, but I do have a gag reflex and things of that nature, there are breathing techniques. And for me, if you feel that you can't go too deep back, I learned from just my life, if you kind of just hold your breath, when you actually hold your breath, by just consuming, doing whatever, it's like nothing. It opens up like nothing's going on.
So guys,
the breathing techniques work.
So I'm gonna tell you what I do.
Okay.
I've just pinched the nose. You get what I'm saying? And tell her, you're not finna breathe. And then the throat opens up depending on the angle. So you can have her stand up. Let's say if she's on the side of you, you can have her stand up, hold the nose while you. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of little tricks that guys can help the girl enjoy it even more.
But communication and honesty goes to every single thing that we always talk about.
Right.
So you have to experiment in order to get the experience, in order to actually master it. Right. Now, Pure Romance, they have a product that's called Great Head. So basically, Great Head, it is still going to the gagging. Basically, if you just get something to kind of like a menthol, to kind of just, not to say it's not numbing your throat, but it's kind of like you going to the dentist or something. They need to do a little procedure. So they put it, basically it's like a little menthol, and it's kind of, damn it, numbing. Damn now. Let me just, I try to sugarcoat it, but it's a hint of numbing, to that way when you do go back there, you don't feel it. So they do have products out there, but look up Pure Romance type in gray head. I'm sure they still have that product when it comes to the gagging. And women, kind of learn your breathing techniques, because the nose and the throat and the ears, all of this is connected. So if you go too baggy, you're like, why my ear hurt? Listen, everything. But practice makes perfect. And I'm going to move on before we wrap it up. Have fun.
I wanted to say something.
Go ahead. You want to say something? Go now
with the whole
which one?
The gagging.
The gagging. Go ahead.
Right.
Go.
2, she can learn like how you say breathe. So you know, depending on the guy, as she's going down, breathe. Go down a little bit more. Breathe. This is how you can train yourself to do something as well. You get what I'm saying? Everything don't have to be just pounding her head.
It's not pounding.
But like
Don't
me,
you pound.
I would tell them to take their time. Okay, breathe right here. Go down a little bit more. Breathe right there. Go down a little bit more, and then breathe right there. So as you're doing it, you get what I'm saying? You will be able to enjoy. You get what I'm saying? And then she will be able to learn herself.
Yeah. So look up mindfulness breathing techniques. They have a practice that's called triangle.
Okay.
The triangle breathing.
Okay.
And the square breathing. If I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me, but if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to the square breathing, what you have to do is you have to inhale 4, then you have to hold 4 seconds, and then you have to release for the 4 seconds. So when you do it, you inhale 4, hold it 4, and then exhale 4. That's just the square. And then for the triangle, I didn't get that far yet, but the triangle is more of the release. But you just have to get the breathing techniques in order for everything to fall in line. All right. So after the gagging, Juice, I want you all to have fun with it. All right. So when you have fun, be spontaneous. If you need to, go ahead. I encourage role playing. We already talked about the protection of it. And that's pretty much it that I wanted to wrap up with some of the tips until I can really do a full demonstration, in the future. But just to really take heed on this particular topic, and this is my closing, but just like for the Jews again, like it is levels to it, but first get that connection with your partner if you're not there with that connection, because I'm on my high horse, so it's just I'm here. But just for the ones who not connected, I really encourage you all to get back connected, because you're wasting time, and get back to the fun. Like, get back to y'all fun and whatever that means. But for the ones who already just like, girl, I'm ready. It's just I need help. Listen, replay this. Contact the sister. Put some comments. This is why we're here. Right. And please, but on serious note, just protect yourself.
Of course.
Get tested. Make sure everyone is good. Get tested every 6 months is what they say, 6 months or whatever. Get tested and have fun and be safe with it. And y'all just have fun. Do what you do. Make me proud.
Yeah, eat a cucumber and save a life.
Hello. And we're going to end it on that note.
Yeah. So I'm your boy DP.
All right, y'all.
This my girl T.
Hey.
And we Gemini Gemz.
Hello.
That's Geminis with the S.
The S.
Gems with the Z.
What the Z?
And what we do, T?
Step into the light. Drop them gems.
Drop them gems.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Have a great one.
Yeah.